2025 and 2026 have been rough on Mzansi roads. In the last year alone, we have lost artists and we have watched others walk away from crashes that could have ended them. From Makhadzi spending 10 weeks in recovery to Shebeshkt and Kalo fighting for their lives. Today, we are counting down 5 South African celebrities who cheated death in car accidents. Some of these will shock you. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 5 is the Likompo queen herself, Kharishma Mali. On the 31st of October 2025, Kharishma was involved in a car accident in Limpopo. It was a tragic crash as it claimed the lives of 2 individuals. Sadly, the driver was declared dead at the scene and a second victim later passed away in November of 2025. Kharishma was rushed to Polokwane Hospital for treatment as she had suffered severe critical injuries. It was a really scary time for her fans, for Limpopo, and for the whole Likompo community. The latest update from her family is that she is receiving the best medical care and support to ensure she recovers to her best self. They have further confirmed she is currently at an advanced stage of recovery. This one hits different because we are not just talking about a celebrity surviving. We are also remembering the lives that were lost. So let us take a moment, send prayers to Kharishma for a full recovery and to the families who are grieving. At number 4, we have to talk about the Limpopo queen herself, Makhadzi. On the 31st of December 2025, the award-winning artist Makhadzi was traveling from Limpopo to a gig in Johannesburg when she was hit by a passing car. It was New Year's Eve and she was on her way to perform for her fans. And just like that, everything changed. Makhadzi spent about 10 weeks recovering. She was open with her fans the whole time, posting updates from hospital, saying thank you for the prayers and being real about how hard recovery was. What's crazy is Makhadzi came back stronger. She went right back to performing, back to giving us those high energy shows that only she can do. And in interviews after, she kept saying the same thing. It was God, it was your prayers. This accident shook Mzansi because Makhadzi is more than just a musician. She is home, she is Limpopo, and she is resilience. We are so grateful she survived and that she's back doing what she loves the most, which is performing and creating new music. Now, if you thought one car accident was scary, Lindo, the vocalist, has survived not 1 but 2 accidents. The first accident was in December of 2019. Lindo was coming back from a gig in Durban when he crashed his car. He was hospitalized for a couple of days, but thank God he was released and started recovering thereafter. Then, less than a month later, on 12 January 2020, it happened again, this time on the M2 in KZN. Lindo lost control of his black Mercedes-Benz and the car overturned. The car was badly damaged, written off, to say the worst. But the Amablessa hitmaker walked away unharmed. Since then, Lindo has been open about how scary that experience was, about trauma, healing, and about having to find the courage to get back on the road and back on stage. At number 2 is Shebeshkt, the Likompo star whose real name is Chauke. In 2023, he was involved in an accident that left his Polo GTI written off. But then a couple of months later, in 2024, it happened again, and this time it was much worse. Shebeshkt was traveling with his daughter and a few other people when his car collided with another vehicle and overturned. Sadly, his 9-year-old daughter lost her life in the accident. and Shebeshkt himself was seriously injured but survived and had to be rushed to the hospital. He survived a fractured foot, internal bleeding, and spent days in the ICU. And finally, at number 1, we have Kalo, the soul cafe and 24 hours hitmaker. After surviving 2 near-fatal accidents, Kalo's story is honestly about survival. The first one happened in September 2024. Then just over a year later, on the 18th of October 2025, it happened once more. Kalo was driving from his studio in Rudaport to his family home in Pretoria when the car capsized. It ejected him and his friend before landing back on its wheels. The damage was so severe that the BMW had to be written off. This second accident is the one that left him with a broken pelvis and he couldn't move most of his body. For months, he relied on a wheelchair. He documented the whole recovery on social media, and we all watched him fight to get back on track. 2 serious accidents, 2 times his life could have changed forever, and 2 times he's had to start the road to recovery. He remained in good spirit throughout the unfortunate events. He managed to successfully recover and is currently back to creating new hits and performing on stage. That's our list of 5 South African celebrities who survived car accidents. Which story hit you the hardest? Let me know in the comments down below.